guys, BBI here. I want to stop and say thanks for tuning in and checking out whatever the video is about that's about ready to come up next. If you could take a minute and hit subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you enjoy what you've seen here, make sure to hit the like button. We'd greatly appreciate your support. Anyhow, guys, all that aside, let's get on with the show. Oh yeah, it's an Infidel. These are actually made by one of my really good friends. I kind of showed this guy how to build, and he came up here and went to amp school, and he's graduated himself up to a 4-pill status. And so with about 40 to 50 hours worth of time spent on the phone with him, he was able to put this together. And what he did is he built this for a friend of his, who's no longer a friend of mine. I used to be a friend with the guy too, but he ended up doing me wrong completely bad on a deal. And well, that's all I'm going to say about that. So I just simply need to wash my hands of that guy. Imagine that in CB radio. Dishonest people, what? Oh God, Lord have mercy. Anyhow, so my friend sent this amplifier to his other buddy, and his buddy, within less than, I think, 30 or 40 minutes of having the amplifier, turned around and sold it. So now I'm working for not the guy that built it, not the guy it was built for, as a thank you gift for all the things that the other guy has done to help the other dude, but for the dude that bought it 30 minutes after his friend got it as a thank you gift. And he ended up having some high reflect going on, not with the amp, but with his antenna system. He'd been cruising around running with like, I think 20 or 40 watts worth of reflect. Well, what that eventually ended up doing was it ended up tearing up this transistor, and it ended up tearing up this transistor. So it killed 2 pills in his box. So we went in, replaced the pill, and now we're running through the process of just checking it out. So right now we're on 14 volts. 1000 watt slug and peak, 1000 average, 5 watt slug and reverse. Right now we're on the 2950. Got a 5 watt slug between the 2950 and the Infidel 4-pill. Now, let me go ahead. We'll turn the radio back to AM. Let's get our baseline established. Show you drive. Hello. There's our infamous 20 watts of drive. There's our pass-through tune. Hello. Which isn't too bad. And we're going to turn it over to AM. And what we're going to do is we're going to do an absolute dead key test. What I mean by that is I'm going to sit here and I'm going to slowly run the dead key up until we hear the amplifier click and kick in. And I could have picked a better prop to put everything on here. Hold on a second. There we go. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's run this up. Now, let's go ahead and shut the amp off. Let's go over here and look at a 5 watt slug. And let's see how much drive we have to put in this thing to get it to go. Man, what the heck? Anyhow, 4 watt dead key is what's going on. So we've got to have a minimum of a 4 watt dead key to get this amplifier to latch up. That's a problem. So we're going to go make some quick adjustments to it. The other thing I was checking out was the sideband delay. So we click the switch down, we got sideband. So with our 20 watts of drive with no dead key, hello audio. I want you to listen to how the relay's working in between my words. Hello audio. Hello audio. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. That's not safe. It's causing a surge effect. So the relay's doing this. And what we want to do is change out this capacitor so it's big enough that when we go down to sideband, it'll keep both the relays latched. So the main thing that we got to do is we got to relocate the sideband delay from here, and we've got to put it over here, like right down here. That's first thing. So let's fix the keying issue, which is changing of one capacitor, and then we're going to move the sideband delay over to here. We'll be back. Okay, so turn the slug around. So if we listen real close, you can hear the bias relay kick in first. That's the bias. There's our primary relay. But the primary relay is now staying latched to 1.5 watts. So alright, consider that fixed. Alright, so what we did is we relocated the sideband delay capacitor and brought it over here on the primary relay where it's going to do us the most good. So let's see, AM, let's go to sideband. Let's go ahead and let's go on sideband itself. Let's turn this slug around. Hello, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Hello, 1 2 1 2 1 2. Hello. So now the relay is not chattering no more. Let's go over to AM. Make sure we stay locked up. Let's go up here and turn our power to about 2 watts. Hello, 1 2. Hello, 1 2. Hello, 1 2. Hello, 1 2. That's good. Hello, 1 2. Hello, 1 2. Alright, so with 20 watts of drive, hello, getting to about 600 watts. So let's bring our new Striker radio into the equation here. That was provided to us by Big Rig Radio, by the way. Modified in-house. It's kind of cool. Earlier today I got a phone call from the other guy that owns the other Striker. You want to call and say, man, that was badass. He was super excited. So I have no idea what this is going to do. We're going to test this blind. Make sure I got the right mic. I do. Hello. 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 I'll put about 180 watts of drive in it. Hello. About 800 watts out. That's it. Am I getting all the way up? I do. Power's all the way up? I do. Hello. 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 Our input jumped up quite a little bit. Let's go see if we can find out why it fell out. Should be doing close to 1,000 watts. So before we get too excited, because we're bringing in a new piece of equipment, let's see what happens when we hit this with a Striker. Let's go over here with the 955 now. Hello. Yeah, less power. So we got the 955 hooked up. Okay. Hello. Hello. It's a whole whopping 80 watts less of drive. Hello. Audio. Hello. About 700 watts. So that leads me to the conclusion that we have something else going on. So take a quick little look for around the belly of the beast here. So we got good bias heat. Ooh. Output resistor is stupid hot. Let me pull these out. Let's take a quick look at these. Oh, that wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was. I clicked on my bird peak kit and it went think into the corner and I went, shit. I left my peak kit on for 4 days. This battery is junk. Right in the trash can. The other thing I did is I went and I tweaked the output capacitor just a little bit and made it do a little bit better here for us. So go ahead and turn this on AM. Got the Striker 955. We're going to run that into this little 4-pill Infidel. Hello. Got a bird peak kit on this side. Let's go ahead and turn this off so we can see what our average numbers are. Hello. This is the 955 hitting it. So now, swap over to the 490. God, so used to not using that third spot on the bench for anything. Let's see, 490 is going to be this some coax here. All right. This is kind of a neat little install here that this guy's got going on. He's got it out of the way and not right underneath his seat or anything, because he's actually utilizing a remote. And I'm going to show you here in a second. So, 250 or 150, 180 watts from there. Get about 900 peak out of it, 900 to 1,000. That's good enough for me. Really, that's good enough for me. So now, our final coup de grace. See what I do with the screws for this thing. This has a 3.5 amp fan in it, which means it's going to move an ass ton amount of air. Ass ton. Hear how quiet it is in here? Ain't quiet no more. Brother, you're going to be able to stand on this thing and talk for days. Yeah. Ain't never gonna get hot. Never ever gonna get hot. Ain't no way. Look at how aggressive the fan blades are on this thing. That's unreal. Gentlemen, my name is BBI. Without a shadow of a doubt, I am the biggest mud duck in Idaho. Come check us out, www.bbiamps.com. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram. And of course, if this is your first time watching, take a minute, click subscribe. Make sure to hit that notification button so you can know when I do something else crazy. And guys, avoid that CB shop out there in Brazil, Indiana. Anyhow, gentlemen, I got to go on to the next project. Got another one to fix. I'll see you guys, and I appreciate everybody tuning in. Bump, bump. From your friend in Idaho, I'll see you. Bye.